You don't hate your life. You're not deeply unhappy. You're not in crisis. But you carry this quiet feeling that you should be further by now. Further financially, further emotionally, further in your career, further in your relationships. You see people your age buying houses, getting married, having children, launching businesses, posting promotions, celebrating milestones. And you genuinely feel happy for them. But later that night, you think, why am I not there yet? And the hardest part? You don't even know what there really means. No one officially told you life was a race. There was no starting gun, no scoreboard, but somehow it feels like one. You scroll through social media, and it looks like everyone is ahead of you, more successful, more confident, more certain about what they're doing. And even when you remind yourself that social media is curated, you still feel it, that tightness in your chest. Because comparison isn't really about jealousy. It's about fear. Fear that you missed your moment. Fear that you chose wrong. Fear that time is moving faster than you are. And time feels unforgiving. Somewhere along the way, you absorbed a timeline, not consciously, but deeply. By 25, you should know who you are. By 30, you should be established. By 35, you should feel stable. But who decided that? That timeline wasn't written for you personally. It came from culture, from family expectations, from old economic realities, from other people's lives. And most of it was designed for a world that doesn't even exist anymore. But you still measure yourself by it. Every birthday feels like a checkpoint. Every year feels like proof that you're either catching up or falling behind. Feeling behind doesn't just bruise your ego, it hits your identity. Because you were told a story. If you work hard, you'll succeed. If you're smart, you'll figure it out. If you're a good person, things will eventually align. So when life doesn't unfold neatly, you don't blame the complexity of the world. You blame yourself. Maybe I wasted time. Maybe I wasn't focused enough. Maybe I took the wrong path. Maybe I'm just not disciplined enough. Maybe I'm just not enough. And that thought stays with you, even in quiet moments. When you feel behind, you live in constant internal pressure. You rush decisions because you feel late. You overwork because you feel behind. You say yes when you're exhausted because you feel like you can't afford to slow down. Even your rest feels guilty because someone else is working harder, building faster, achieving more. So even when you accomplish something, it doesn't land. It doesn't feel satisfying because your brain immediately asks, what's next? I should be further. I should be doing more. I'm running out of time. That constant urgency is exhausting. Here's what most people don't realize. Feeling behind often comes from tying your worth to your progress. If I achieve more, I am more. If I move faster, I am valuable. If I reach milestones, I matter. So when your life doesn't match the timeline, it feels like your worth is shrinking. But your worth was never supposed to depend on speed. The people you think are ahead, many of them feel behind too. Behind someone richer, more attractive, more accomplished, more stable. The comparison never ends, because ahead is a moving target. There will always be someone further. And if your peace depends on catching up, you will never feel peaceful. What if you're not behind? What if you're simply on a path that takes longer? What if you're building something internally before it shows externally? Some people build fast and collapse later. Some people build slowly and last. Some people find clarity at 22. Some at 42. Life is not linear. Careers restart. Relationships change. People reinvent themselves completely. You are not late. You are unfolding. A gentle question. What if the real question isn't, why am I not there yet? But, whose timeline am I trying to live? Are you chasing your dream or someone else's expectation? Are you behind or just misaligned? What if the real question isn't, why am I not there yet? But, whose timeline am I trying to live? Are you chasing your dream or someone else's expectation? Are you behind or just misaligned? Sometimes feeling behind is a sign that you're outgrowing the path you thought you wanted. If you feel behind, it means you care. You care about your future. You care about your potential. You care about becoming something meaningful. That's not weakness. That's not failure. That's hope. So instead of pressuring yourself to catch up, try allowing yourself to grow. At your pace, in your direction. Maybe you're not behind. Maybe you're building depth instead of speed. And depth takes time. And time is not your enemy. It might be your foundation.